Hello everyone, welcome to how to solve this very nice Diophantine equation. M cubed minus n cubed equal to 217. Our job is to find all possible values of m and n such that m and n are positive integers. Means that m is greater than 0 and n is greater than 0. So let's start. We will solve it using algebraic identities and factoring. If you have your own solution, please share in the comment box. Now let's start our solution by using this algebraic identity a cubed minus b cubed equal to a minus b times a squared plus a times b plus b squared. This m cubed minus n cubed can be factorized as m minus n times m squared plus m times n plus n squared equal to 217. Now we have a product of two factors at left hand side, and because m is greater than 0 and n is greater than 0, if m and n are greater than 0, then this expression m minus n is strictly less than this expression m squared plus m times n plus n squared. So we factorize this 217 as 1 time 217 and 7 times 31, where 1 is less than 217 and 7 is less than 31. It means that we have two cases. This is case 1 and this is case 2. First we solve case number 1. In first case we write these factors m minus n times m squared plus m times n plus n squared equal to 1 time 217. So this first factor m minus n will be equal to 1, m minus n equal to 1, and this is second factor m squared plus m times n plus n squared will be equal to this second factor 217. Now from this equation, if we move this negative n to the right hand side, this implies that m is equal to n plus 1. So in this second equation we replace every m with this n plus n. So this will become n plus 1 whole squared plus n plus 1 times n plus n squared equal to 217. Expand this n plus 1 whole squared using this algebraic identity a plus b whole squared equal to a squared plus 2 times a times b plus b squared. This will become n squared plus 2 times n plus 1, and distribute this n times n is plus n squared, and n times 1 plus n plus this n squared equal to 217. Add these n squared and n squared. This will become 3 times n squared, and this 2n plus 1n will become plus 3 times n plus this 1. Move this 217 to the left hand side. This will become negative 217. 17 equal to 0. Further simplify, this will become 3 times n squared plus 3 times n. 1 minus 217 will become negative 216 equal to 0, and divide the whole equation by 3. So this will become n squared plus n minus 72 equal to 0. Now this quadratic equation is factorable. We write this n squared and break this n as negative 8 times n plus 9 times n minus 72 equal to 0. From these two terms we can factor out n. In bracket left n minus 8, and from these two terms we can factor out plus 9. In bracket left n minus 8 equal to 0. This n minus 8 is a common factor, so we factor out this n minus 8, and in bracket left n plus 9 equal to 0. Either this expression n minus 8 equal to 0, or this expression n plus 9 equal to 0. From this equation we get the value of n equal to 8, and from this equation we get the value of n equal to negative 9. Since n is greater than 0, so this negative 9 is less than 0. This will be rejected, and we accept only this value of n, 8. Now to find the value of m, we recall the equation. M is equal to n plus 1. We recall that m is equal to n plus 1. So m will be equal to 8 plus 1, and m will be equal to 9. So from this first case we get value of n 8 and value of m 9. Now we move on to case number 2. In case number 2, we write this expression m minus n times m squared plus mn plus n squared equal to this 7 times 31. In case number 2, we write the expression m minus n times m squared plus m times n plus n squared equal to 7 times 31. So this m minus n will be equal to this 7. This second factor m squared plus m times n plus n squared will be equal to this second factor 31. From this equation move this negative n to the right hand side. This will become m is equal to n plus 7. So in this equation we replace this m and this m with this n plus 7. So this second equation will become n plus 7 whole squared plus n plus 7 times n plus n squared equal to 31. Expand this n plus 7 whole squared by using this algebraic identity a plus b whole squared equal to a squared plus 2 times a times b plus b squared. So this n plus 7 whole squared will become n squared plus 14 times n plus 7 squared is 49, plus distribute this n times n n squared, n times 7 plus 7n, and this n squared remains same, plus n squared equal to 31. Now this n squared plus n squared plus n squared will become 3 times n squared, and 14n plus 7n will become plus 21 times, and this 49 remains same, plus 49. This 31 will become negative 31 at the left hand side, equal to 0. Further simplify, this will become 3 times n squared plus 21 times n, and 49 minus 31 is plus 18, equal to 0. Divide the whole equation by 3. So this will become n squared plus 7 times n plus 6, equal to 0. Now this is a quadratic equation and is factorable. We write this n squared and break this 7n into two terms, plus 6 times n plus n, plus this 6, equal to 0. From these two terms we can factor out n in bracket left n plus 6, and from these two terms we can factor out plus 1 in bracket left n plus 6, equal to 0. This n plus 6 is a common factor, so we factor out this n plus 6, and in bracket left n plus 1, equal to 0. Either this expression n plus 6 equal to 0, or this expression n plus 1 equal to 0. From this equation we get the value of n equal to negative 6, and from this equation we get the value of n equal to negative 1. Since n must be greater than 0, this n negative 1 is less than 0, this will be rejected. This negative 6 also less than 0, this will also be rejected. So from this second case we have no solution, no positive integer solution. So the only solution to this equation is this pair m comma n is equal to 9 comma 8. This is the final answer of this problem.